Good morning, guys. My name is Shiven Asthana. I am a second year law student from WIPS IP Delhi and an intern at LEXIS and Company. So, today I'll be talking about the topic that is quite prevalent and you might be knowing about this. That is the changes in the business environment made by the present government. So basically, what are the changes that the present government made? So there were 6 changes that the present government made, that were namely GST, Digital India, Demonetization, Make in India, Swachh Bharat, Subsidy on LPG. So firstly, let's talk about GST. So GST is basically goods and service tax. It is an indirect tax used in India on the supply of goods and services. It is a comprehensive multi-stage destination-based tax. Comprehensive because it has subsumed almost all the indirect taxes except a few state taxes. Multi-stage as it is, the GST is imposed at every step in the production process. But it is meant to be refunded to all the parties in the various stages of production other than the final consumer. Third, the destination-based tax as it is collected from point of consumption and not point of origin like previous taxes. So what are the reasons that GST was implemented? So GST was rolled out to simplify the existing tax regime, widen the tax base and increase the government's tax revenues. It was implemented with the hope that it would eliminate the system of double taxation that was in place earlier. It is being estimated that the small and medium enterprises are responsible to form the backbone of the Indian economy, and SME had to adapt to the new tax regime. SMEs were told that with a GST system in place, tax evasion would become much harder, and sculptures business would be rewarded tax credit inputs. So, what was the impact of GST? Main benefits. So, main benefits were easier compliance, reduce in tax evasion, transparent tax system, uniform tax system. Export will be more competitive. So, how did it impact? GST simplified the taxation system. It reduced the customs duty on exporting goods. Transportation of goods across in India became easy. SME can now register under the composition scheme introduced by GST. Enhanced the production. It helped in enhancing the production and growth rate of the retail and other industries. So let's move on to the second topic, which is Digital India. Digital India is a campaign launched by the Government of India in order to ensure the government services are made available to citizens electronically by improved online infrastructure and by increasing internet connectivity or making the country digitally empowered in the field of technology. This initiative includes the plan to connect rural areas with high-speed internet networks. Digital India consists of 3 core components: the development of secure and stable digital infrastructure, delivering government services digitally, and universal digital literacy. So what were the reasons that why Digital India was introduced? So Digital India mainly focused on 3 areas: providing digital infrastructure as a source of citizen to utilize as a source of utility to every citizen, governance and services on demand like Arogya Setu app or Aadhaar card, like you have voter ID sites and all that thing that has been shifted online to look after the digital empowerment of every citizen. Digital India was established with a vision of inclusive growth in areas of electronic services, products, manufacturing and job opportunities. So what were the main benefits of introducing Digital India? It helped in increase in daily active internet users. It increases in electronic transactions. It connected over 1.15 lakh gram panchayats, establishment of digital villages, urban internet penetration increased, ease of time, like people didn't have to spend their time in lines waiting for the form to get filled. Now they can just fill it online and submit, and they'll get the be it voter ID card, it'll get delivered to your home. So how did it impact? Digital India could boost GDP up to 1 trillion by 2025, that is within 4 years. It can generate employment. It generated employment, increased the labor productivity. Education to help farmers and fishermen can also be provided. Helps in efficient management and usage of non-renewable resources. It makes easier for people to obtain access like education, banking, and healthcare. As you know, banking has been so much of ease doing nowadays, because you can just enter your OTP and your bank ID and everything, and you'll get the amount delivered from one place to another. Yeah, like you can send amount to one place to another. There is no time barrier. There is no physical barrier to it. And let's move on to the next aspect, that is demonetization. Demonetization refers to the withdrawal of a coin, note, or precious metal from a use as a legal tender. Like earlier in 2000, before 8 November 2016, 500,000 bank rupees 500 and rupees 1000 bank notes of Mahatma Gandhi series were used as a legal tender in India. But after it was banned, and the new 500 and 2000 notes were introduced, which was held in exchange for as a legal tender. So what were the reasons behind it? The government said that the main objectives of this exercise were curbing black money, which included income which had not been included and thus was untaxed, and money gained through corruption, illegal goods sales, and illegal activities such as human trafficking and counterfeit currency. And a fact to be noted here, only 1.5% of the Indian population pays taxes. So you can imagine you can just imagine the impact on our GDP. So what are the main benefits? There were 5 benefits: over black money, over fake currency, over bank deposits, over lending rates, over Kashmir unrest. Because there was funding in Kashmir, like there were massive amount of funding in Kashmir to promote terrorism through notes. So how did it impact the Indian economy and the Indian society as a whole together? Firstly, it slowed the credit growth, larger reductions in economic activity, larger contractions in ATM withdrawals, RBI dividend to government reduced by half, only 0.7 demonetized notes did not return to bank, faster adoption of alternative payment technologies such as e-wallets, point of service cards, etc. like Paytm, PhonePe, Google Pay, etc. So let's move on to this was all about the thing which I'm going to talk about. So I talked about digital India, demonetization, digital India, and GST. These were the major improvisations the government bring in to the Indian society, and that was it. I hope you were clear about the facts, the positives and the negatives of it, like I explained the reasons and the impact before it.